Hey everybody, I'm back with my next work in progress video for my GM Custom, and I wanted to talk a little bit about primer. Now, I feel like I've been on a quest to find a primer that I really like to use. I used to use Rust-Oleum's primer, just the spray primer out of the can. And what Rust-Oleum seems to be doing, at least in the markets up where I live, is they are getting rid of the darker or lighter colored primers, excuse me, and they're going towards a darker color, like a darker automotive style primer, which I don't particularly care for. The reason being, if you are painting black or dark parts that you want to be a darker color, then I think a black primer or dark gray is really good. When you're going with lighter parts, it means you need to put, a lot more paint on there, which I don't really particularly want to do. So I was shopping around, went down to the closest hobby store that I have, and they had this stuff. And it is a primer basically for your airbrush. And it's Alclad 2 lacquer, gray primer, and microfiller. And I'm going to give this a shot. So at my local hobby shop, it was $8.99, and I think it's a lot cheaper online, but I don't know, after shipping, you're probably somewhere around there. So I don't know how much I'm going to get out of this. I would love to be able to paint, or at least get 2 or 3 kits out of this for how much it costs, but we'll see. So I'm going to get ready to start painting this guy and getting the primer coat put on there. And the standard practice is I've got my foam block right here, and I'm just going to get all my parts loaded up like that. Actually, I don't really like that. I might do something like that. That feels a little better. So I'm going to get all my pieces loaded up on there, and then let's see how this stuff shoots through the air gun. Alright, and I've got my airbrush booth turned on and ready to go. I've got my airbrush here with my primer in it, and then this is, I believe, one of the shoulder panels. So let's give it a go. The instructions said to just give it light to medium coats and then let it set for a little bit. So you can see not a whole lot of difference. That light blue and this kind of light gray color, it's kind of hard to tell, but you can see there's a little thin coat of primer on there. Let's try something a little different. See if we can see this color show up a little bit better. Here is one of the thrusters for the backpack. So let's see what this will look like. And you can see there the light gray and then the darker purple inside. I'm not going to bother painting that because there's a red thruster piece that gets inserted in there. And if you look, this isn't perfectly covered. You can still see through it, but I'm going to let this dry for a second and then go over it with a second coat. So let's take a look now. I've actually gone over this piece probably, I don't know, a few minutes ago, and it already looks dry, and it's actually dry to the touch. So I'm going to give this its second coat. So what I'm looking at now is a perfectly the perfect color of gray I'm looking for, actually, out of my pieces. And it's not completely perfect. I mean, I can see a few little spots, but overall I think this is going to give me the primer that I'm looking for. Now let's just see how much of the bottle I have to go through to get the rest of this kit primed. And as you can see, I've got all the pieces primered. I've even got a few extra ones down here. These are all painted, or primered anyways, but I must have been used to painting 1:144 scale high grades, because I don't have enough skewers for a basic master grade, even with just the few extra parts that I have. So anyways, I am in love with this primer. This is exactly what I'm looking for in terms of light gray color. As you can see, like on this piece here, I didn't really bother painting this inside piece because that guy's going to go over it, so I just kind of chose not to waste it. But it's got a clean, nice, flat finish. And if I look at the bottle, I've probably used about 1/3 of the bottle. So if I'm painting some basic master grades, I could probably get 3 out of it, or maybe 2 master grades and a high grade. But overall, I'm pleased with it. I think if I can find that stuff a little bit cheaper, I'd be even happier with it. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for this video. All I need to do at this point is let this stuff set. I'm probably going to let it dry for like a day or two just to be safe. And since it'll be a day or two before I can work on it again anyways. And then we'll get to putting on the first of a couple coats of paint on this guy. I'll probably try to get some more skewers and some more alligator clips, and that way I can just keep this stuff on them and not have to kind of juggle them around like I was doing for primering. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I've been I've been dragging on this kit. I don't know if I just got some kind of mental block on it or something, but I don't know. I'm glad to see it primered. So I think the plan next, I'm probably going to start on the inner frame pieces and get those painted in some kind of dark black, brown, gunmetal kind of color. I don't think I'm going to do silver, but maybe like a gunmetal I think would be kind of cool. And then start working on the outer armor pieces and weapons. So that'll do it, I think, for this video. I know it's been a little bit since my last one, so I appreciate your guys' patience. It's just, you know, the world we live in, and trying to find time to do the things we love, I guess. So anyways, that'll do it for this video. Hopefully pretty soon I'll have another one up on some progress I've been making, and we'll go from there. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.